Hey everybody, it's time for Cheap Eats. I'm Ralph.
And I'm Steve.
We're gonna spend the whole day at Silver Lake and Echo Park.
Where are we gonna eat?
Well, let's start at Millie's for breakfast.
And then let's go to Siete for seafood.
And then the park's finest barbecue. Oh my goodness.
I'm getting hungry, let's make it happen.
Now. Hey everybody, we are right here on Sunset Boulevard in Silver Lake at Millie's.
This is really a hip-in joint. I don't know how hip you are.
Oh, totally, yeah.
But I am in. Breakfasts, gluten-free, eggs,
Vegan?
eggs Benedict.
Vegan?
I'm trying to say eggs Benedict.
And vegan?
And vegan, but
And eggs.
But it's really great food.
And eggs.
And pancakes.
And eggs.
And as much as you can see and eat.
And eggs.
Well, the hip guy's going inside.
Oh, we are.
I'll have to sneak you in.
Come on, let's go.
Millie's is so busy, they put me to work. Look at these orders. Heavenly hash, chicken artichokes, Denver omelet, the unusual, French toast, another heavenly hash. So, Martine, get over
Yes,
here and
sir.
help me, man. We are in real trouble.
Give me the artichoke scramble. Put some.
Okay, I'm working on the artichoke jamble. It's got artichokes.
You can put goat cheese right here.
Okay, little cheese?
Yes, please.
All right, little cheese. Coming up.
Just scramble on them.
Scramble it.
Yeah. Let me show you how, huh?
Oh,
Look, look.
whoa. 18 years he's been here doing this. Man, you know what you're doing.
With my eyes closed.
Your eyes closed? If I did this with my eyes closed, I'd be on the floor.
This is the corned beef hash.
Corned beef hash coming up. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable.
Now,
Where's a fork? I'd sample it right now, but they'd probably throw me out.
now we make a breakfast tacos. Bacon.
Got the potatoes. Wow, look at this. Chorizo tacos.
Chorizo tacos.
Bacon tacos
Bacon
for breakfast. Unusual. 3 things in a row going at one time.
Now we make this egg. Over medium
Heavenly
egg.
hash is coming up.
Over medium egg.
What's in it?
It's 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Over medium egg. Right here.
This is not one of these places where it's really slow. If you were stoned working here, you'd never make it. You got to be loose as a goose to make this happen. So I'm gonna make some eggs.
Yeah, for poached egg.
Poach eggs.
Poached egg. See? We work corn tortillas and flour tortillas.
Corn
So
now,
we
flour
go
tortillas.
this ring.
He's pushing me around.
You can scramble the 2 eggs with this.
Okay. You need an ice pack on your head, towels to slow you down here. This is too much. I gotta go off on a disability. You know, I've got the devil's mess. This was named after me. Unbelievable.
And I've got the chilaquiles, which is delicious. There's an egg on top with sauce and fantastic chips. And look at this cheese and black beans.
Guacamole, ranchera sauce, eggs, a Cajun spicy turkey in it. It just blows your mind and your mouth.
The yolk from the egg is running into the chili sauce onto the chips and the cheese. Got a real kick to it. I love this.
You know what I think we ought to do? Is
No.
try some of this biscuit.
This has a real kick to it. I need some biscuit.
Fresh made biscuits. Just like Mama used to make.
Homemade.
So Mama would throw them at me.
Hey everybody, here we are at Siete on Sunset Boulevard in Silver Lake.
You know, I've heard that everything is fresh here. The tacos are great. They have shrimp.
Yes.
They have fish.
Yes.
It's a classically owned, longtime family.
Oh, yeah?
With a classically trained chef.
Yes.
And an amazing
You're
array of
making,
food.
you're making me hungry.
You know, with all this fish and stuff, I want to swim in.
Let's swim.
Wow. You know, we're really lucky today. We've got the owner of Siete Mares right here. So tell me about this family tradition.
The tradition started in the late 60s with a taco stand on Brooklyn Avenue, and here we are now at a taco stand generations later doing the same thing.
So you're a local family
We are.
with local food, the fish tacos and the shrimp tacos. They're so fresh. How do you do that?
Well, we source the product from our family business and pay attention to detail and provide that for the neighborhood, the Silver Lake neighborhood, which is knowledgeable and possessive of their businesses. And so that's why we pay attention.
And I understand that your husband's a classically trained cordon bleu chef.
Yes.
And he's here.
He is. He's actually here, and we'll be walking you through the kitchen in some of the recipes preparation.
Unbelievable.
Right.
What makes all these people show up?
Well, we're certainly blessed with a dedicated community, and we have been slowly revamping the recipes and improving them to provide this community with the best product.
So longtime Los Angeles tradition.
Yes.
You're living with a husband who's classically trained.
Yes.
And you're giving out food that used to be on the street, but is unbelievably appetizing in a wonderful location.
It's what we like to eat, so we provide that.
The coming of America. Unbelievable. You know, let's go in and have Ralph test with you the food and your husband and cook some of this stuff and do the whole thing.
Great idea.
Well, I'm here with my friend Patrick, who's chef in this kitchen, which is a pretty warm place. Le Cordon Bleu trained you for this?
They did, yeah.
Well, show us what you learned and show us how this works.
Sure, you got it.
What is that?
So this is our fish taco in batter, our fish in batter, and we're
Okay.
gonna fry it.
Okay.
And it's a beer batter we use with mustard and oregano, and so it's kind of a traditional fish taco batter.
Okay. So you're gonna deep fry that now, huh?
I am gonna deep fry this as soon as.
This is a busy place.
It is a busy place, yeah.
You got a lot of people outside and a lot of chefs inside.
Yeah.
All right, so we're cooking now, huh?
We are cooking now.
That's pretty vigorous. How hot is it in there?
We set it at 400 degrees. That gives a quick sear on the fish, so you don't lose any moisture.
Right.
If you try and do it at a lower heat,
Right.
you'll dry out the fish rather than cook it properly.
Yeah, well, the fish tacos that I had, not dry inside. It was moist inside, crispy on the outside. It was really good.
That's what we like. That's what we want to hear.
Okay, so we're still cooking.
So that'll take a few minutes.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
so now what? What's next here?
we'll get the tortillas ready to make the tacos.
Okay, so that just goes right on the grill there?
Well, first we dip it in a little bit of butter,
Oh.
melted butter, and that gives a flavor to the
I see,
tortilla.
just the edge and the butter.
Yeah, little edge on the butter.
Okay. What kind of tortillas are these?
These are
Flour?
corn tortillas. No, these are corn.
Corn, okay. And how long does that stay in there?
This takes about 4 to 5 minutes. Yeah, 4 to 5
Okay.
minutes. We cut it at a size we want to serve it at.
Okay.
And the tortillas, we like to get them nice and crispy on the outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After this, we'll top them with a little cabbage,
Okay.
crema, and salsa.
Okay.
Very simple, but delicious.
Oh, I could do that because it's hard to burn yourself with cold
Yeah,
cabbage.
it is hard to burn yourself, yeah.
So how did you end up in this kitchen? How did you do that? What happened?
What brought you here?
I'm classically trained. I worked in fine dining. I've
Yeah.
worked in artisan bread.
Yes.
But I think my wife and I, our true love is really street food. We love making tacos.
Yes.
We opened a taco place up in the Napa Valley where we lived for several years.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So we still have that place, and
Okay.
it does well. But I think that's our love. Our passion is really kind of street level food that people like.
How long has this place been here?
This place has been here for 30 years.
30?
30 years. Yeah.
30
It was owned by my
years?
father-in-law, and we took over from him when he passed, unfortunately.
Well, you
and-
guys are doing a great job now.
Thank you.
So is that ready? I
So
see
our
it's
fish
out of
is
the
ready.
oil.
It's nice and crispy.
So what do we do next?
Beautiful color on it.
Yeah,
So
beautiful.
we'll grab a plate.
I can smell that. It smells delicious. I know you can see the color, but I can smell how good it is.
The tortillas are nice and crispy now.
Okay, good.
Get those on there.
There goes the fish.
What kind of fish we got there?
This is tilapia.
Oh, I like that. I like tilapia.
We'll do some fish, and then if you want to come over here and
Okay,
finish it.
let's go over and do the cabbage. Which one's cabbage?
This is yeah. This is your cabbage. So
there
you go
a-
cabbage first.
In my hand?
Sure, the hand's fine.
Okay.
Your hands are washed. You washed them
Yep,
earlier.
I did that.
You're good.
Both sides?
Both of them, and then a little bit of salsa.
This also
Yeah,
right here?
drizzled over.
Okay. You know what? I like this job because it's not near the stove.
Yeah, this is a good one. for
How's
you.
that for quantity?
That's perfect.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
I can do that twice.
Yeah, twice, and then you do a little crema on each one.
Liz?
Yep.
Just drizzle it on?
Just drizzle it on.
Okay.
And that is Mexican sour cream with the little chipotle blended in.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Okay. Looks pretty to me.
And then it goes to our girl Michelle, and she gives it to the client.
Well, how about if I run outside and get in line?
Sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds great.
All right, thank you, Patrick.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love coming here because I love seafood. And the weather makes it better. I love their shrimp, their fish tostadas, and everything they have. It's pretty good. I love it here.
I like coming here because of the ceviche and the shrimp and the fish tacos are really delicious, very authentic. And I've been coming here for probably about 15, 20 years.
I'm on my lunch breaks because they actually have really, really good shrimp cocktails. And it's affordable, and it's like down the street from my job, so I can actually come and commute here.
I've got a summer bouquet of seafood here in front of me. I've got the seafood cervezas, mixed seafood, and here I've got the shrimp with the Diablo sauce and the lime sauce. It is absolutely amazing.
Oh, I just took a fantastic bite. I think I made this. It's deep fried tilapia, which is delicious.
By the way you eat, you'll eat so fast you might eat your fingers. It's so good.
You got to get my fingers cooked. It's got a crema and it's got a salsa in there. It's a little kick to it. It is delicious. I mean, it's a real good fish taste.
You know what you do? You wash it down with a little hibiscus or mica.
And I've got horchata. It's like rice
Smooth.
pudding. Delicious.
Delicious. And it'll probably give me a sort of a pink mustache, for those of you who can see it.
Cocktail is fantastic. Cilantro, onion, like a Bloody Mary. Thanks for the lime, and some fantastic shrimp. Delicious. Wow.
You know, the lime sauces are great on everything. Amazing. I like it. Here we
Cheers.
go. Here's to a great day.
Well, here we are at the park's finest. We're on West Temple and Echo Park.
Downtown LA is in our background. John Erick's the managing owner of this place. It is the dry rub, amazing LA type of ribs and meat
L.A. Barbecue. Write that down. L.A. Barbecue.
with Filipino flavor and amazing
wait.
ethnic diversity.
I
And the
can't
food I hear is
I
fantastic.
can't wait.
Let's go make it happen.
Well, I'm with my friend John Eric. Who are you? Tell everybody who you are.
My name is John Eric Concordia. I'm the local barbecuist here at the Park's Finest.
John Eric, what's your background?
So I'm second generation Angelino,
Yes.
born here in Temple Street, a historic Filipino town, and I was lucky enough to go to Union Avenue, Virgil Junior High, Marshall for a bit, but I didn't grow up in Silver Lake and Atwater, so I ended up back at Belmont High School.
Well, yeah, you're talking to a native Angelino as well, so we got to stick together.
Absolutely, Hollywood High,
That's right. How'd you know
the
that?
Sheiks.
That's right. Absolutely. So what do you have here? What's your product?
So our product is American cuts of barbecue with a Filipino flavor, but definitely Los Angeles backyard boogie barbecue.
So this place is 50% mom, 50% pop, and 100%.
100% Los Angeles. So our attitude is that we're trying to create a space and a haven for people to have a good time.
Yes.
So our opportunity and our role is to make sure that we let your families hang out and enjoy a good time with each other while we take care of your food needs.
You love this neighborhood.
I love this neighborhood. Born and raised in this neighborhood, and part of it was the community that made sure that we stayed out of trouble.
Yeah.
Let us know that we also have a debt to make sure that we take care of the next generation and those that follow us.
Those are fantastic sentiments. The trouble that I'm on the verge of being in is overeating, because I'm gonna love your food.
I mean, what we want to do is something that's familiar to folks, but give it a perspective that is reminiscent of where we've grown up and to the neighborhood that we're a part of. So instead of mashed potatoes, we use white rice as our base canvas starch.
Yes.
And
yes.
we pair it with dry rub smoked meat and our different variations of sauces.
So you're going way, way back to the Philippines, but 2 generations right here in Los Angeles.
2 generations right in Los Angeles. Our ability to say we have a legacy here in Los Angeles is something that we take really seriously.
You know, I'm holding on to this like somebody's going to try to take it away from me. What is it?
So that's our variation of my father's Navy sauce. It was
Navy.
So he was from the Navy, enlisted, and you know, after stationed in Vietnam, he ended up in Long Beach. Met my mother here in Echo Park, and every time he would have house parties, they would ask him to make his special barbecue sauce.
That he learned in the Navy.
That he learned in the Navy. So every time they had cookouts on the top deck of the destroyer, he would take whatever was in the commissary, particularly Pacific Island ingredients.
Yeah.
So soy, pineapples, brown sugar, tomato sauce, garlic, and he made a sauce. So whatever was in your kitchen, he would make it based off of the rules: salty, savory, spicy, sweet, whatever makes the sauce complete. That was his sauce.
So this is official U.S. government thing.
This is a U.S. well, our variation of a U.S.
It's your
government
personal,
issue,
yeah, it's your personal
barbecue.
thing.
So it's our thing that we were able to do, and we were lucky enough to bottle it.
Okay, so now what's your special treatment to make the barbecue that comes out so good in this restaurant?
Well, part of it is we really try to teach our staff how to take care of the meat, from receiving it, from seasoning it, prepping it, loading it, cutting it, serving it. There's a process that we find acceptable, and we want to make sure that it gets to our clients at the optimal opportunity.
And this is wood barbecue.
Yeah, this is alder and pecan wood pellets. We use pellet technology to be able to cook food low and slow in a manner that's to the specifications that we demand.
Well, speaking of low and slow, I think Solomon is in the kitchen and he's barbecuing. So we better do something real quick to get him out of there before something interesting happens. Let's go see what he's up to.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
So John Eric, we've got 2 whats here.
So we have our Fast Eddie smokers based out of Oklahoma, and we're lucky enough to get them customized for us so we can have them back to back. This is Lucy and this is Ricky.
Okay, so are they working right now?
So they're working right now, and we have some elements that are cooking. We run roughly at about 160 degrees, so we loaded some fresh tri-tip.
Now I don't see any sauces on this, so this looks to me like Austin, Texas dry rub.
It's a dry rub because what we want to do is be able to have folks enjoy the flavor of the meat, the seasoning, the smoke.
So you're rubbing the stuff in?
We're rubbing it. We cure it for at least 2 to 3 days, and then we load it in, depending on the cut of meat, anywhere between 6 and 16 hours.
And what kind of smoke we making?
So we're using alder and pecan wood pellets, which is a very savory smoke without being overwhelming. Because for Los Angeles, we don't like that hard, barky flavor.
So this comes out in a dry rub. And if you want sauce, then you can put your sauce.
Yeah, so what we have is we have our vinegar, soy, garlic sauce. We have my father's variation of the Dad's Navy sauce. We also do a Mexican crema horseradish white sauce.
Oh, wow. What do we have in here?
So right now we're smoking our cocoa beef, which is the closest thing to the more traditional Filipino dish. It's my mother's beef stew.
So what's in it?
So with our cocoa beef, it's 16-hour top round, cubed and stewed in a coconut cream. We stew it for about 2-3 hours, and then we put it back in the smoker to absorb more smoke, kind of like a crock pot. We're using a smoker to be able to absorb all of that smoke.
I'm here and I can just smell the whiff of it. It's like an aphrodisiac. Let's try some of it.
Absolutely. While we get our cocoa beef on, we'll also slice up some fresh tri-tip. So one thing in particular is tri-tip is a California cut. Comes from Santa Maria.
What's a California cut?
So in Texas, in Georgia, in the Carolinas, they have no idea what a tri-tip is. The tri-tip came from Santa Maria ranchers who realized that the bottom cap sirloin was too good of a meat to be used for hamburgers.
Oh.
So what they created was called the tri-tip, and it's it's kind of like a triangle piece of the bottom cap sirloin that we smoke for about 6 hours and we slice against the grain, and it's a beautiful marbleized piece.
Filipino background and an LA cut.
And an LA cut.
Oh, let's try some of that.
Absolutely. As you slowly start to get to the core, you see the mother of pearl, the congealed fat.
It's got a great taste to it. The texture is together. I can taste the smoke across my entire tongue. Let me try one of the inner pieces.
Yes. So you can see the difference.
Well, look at the difference, but the end was perfect. Wow. You don't need anything on this. So really,
we like to cut it really deli thin so you can appreciate the amount of fat that we have on the top, and then from there, pair it with our different sauces.
And that's been smoking for about 10 hours.
This one particularly has been smoking for about 7.
And it's done.
And it's done.
Wow.
So
Okay.
what we do,
It's beautiful.
what we want to do,
And what kind of a leaf is that?
it's a banana leaf. So for presentation purposes, nice cross angle. So we grew up with a lot of Mexicans, and when we would do house parties, there would be Mexican crema in the refrigerator. Now my father loved Arby's, but he would order Arby's with no cheese, Tommy's with no cheese, Wiener Schnitzel with no cheese, because we had cheese back home. But we always had plenty of Arby's horseradish sauce. So Mexican crema, atomic horseradish sauce, pink Himalayan salt. So we have a tomato sauce, vinegar sauce, and a white sauce.
Wow. Truly only in LA.
So definitely.
Wow. Let me take this out to Ralph.
What are some of your favorite things?
Barbecue chicken.
Chicken looks good.
That's all I have. My wife, she had the barbecue grill.
But you're a chicken kind of guy.
I've been here many years.
I'll bet that's quite a while. Well, enjoy your lunch. Really nice to talk to you today, Bob.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Main thing, the cornbread is good.
Got to do. You want me to try the cornbread?
Cornbread.
I'll get my own. I'll leave yours here.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Bob.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
What a feast here. We've got a layout, which is corn, mayo, rice, and mac cheese. And then I've got this confectionery chicken in front of me here that you look like it's gonna suck you.
That looks really good, but you know what? This is Mama Leia's coconut beef, and it is delicious. It's creamy, it's beef, it's coconut, a little spice, a little kick in there, some chili.
I'm eating too much.
I could live on this.
I'm converting to Filipino because this is not fair to eat. This is unbelievable. It's got the mayo and the cheese and the rice and the corn. My grandmother never made this. This is to die for.
I got to try the tri-tip barbecue. So Steve, you had a little of this, had a hand in this, did you?
Yeah, but the sauce is like sauce is a mixture of crema and horseradish.
It
You
is.
don't
You can
find that-
taste. You can taste the horseradish.
You don't find that
And it
anyplace
goes
but here.
great with the barbecue. Try it. No, it's horseradish, but it's not. It's not too horseradish. It's like perfect horseradish.
It's sort of like a milkshake with a kick to it. Chicken has a barbecue taste to it. It is succulent. I can taste the garlic in it. It tastes like it's fried chicken, but it's confectionery chicken. And you know when you take a little bit of cornbread with it.
I'm heading over here to the spare ribs, the pork spare ribs.
You know what? The king of the feast is always the short ribs.
This is
12
wonderful.
12 hours of love.
How about the cornbread? Should I try that? Mmm. Crispy top, sweet, moist inside. Sweet corn. It's like coming from
Sit in TV trays watching TV and eating this stuff. I would never live.
I feel like I just walked out of a cornfield. This is fantastic.
We got to tell a lot of people about this place.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I sure do.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Stephen. Wow, what a day. Eating all day.
I'm full.
Full? You better believe it.
You know, that Millie's coffee shop with the devil's mess, it was gigantic. Amazing fun breakfast.
It was. And then Siete Mares, the tacos, the fish tacos. Oh my gosh, that was good.
And then we went to the Parks barbecue, and I love the rub. I thought I was getting rubbed out,
Oh,
but I wasn't getting rubbed out. I was getting the
We
food.
had barbecue, capital letters, all 4 letters. Barbecue, maybe that's 3.
And the nice part of all this, if you could all go there and try this out, we want you to come aboard, watch us next time on Cheap Eats, and have a great time and keep on eating.
See you next time.